and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. It's finally time to dekit this painting. This painting was gifted to me by a subscriber. Absolutely love doing it. I actually finished this one in May. But because of June Waffle, I haven't yet dekitted it. It's actually been sat here for a bit. I've just noticed that it might actually be part of a glue dot stuck on the painting. So I'm just trying to get that out with my tweezers. I'm just trying to get hold of it. It's being stubborn, because it is stuck, of course, to the glue. There we go. I've also got something else stuck there. Let me get that piece of glue dot off my tweezers before it sticks again, but in a different place. Yeah, I've also got something stuck on it here. That'll teach me. I did tuck this underneath my desk out of the way, but it does seem to want to just shine through that pink. Can't seem to get that to come off as easy, but I might fight with it later. For now, I do need to get the diamonds away. I've got quite a few dekittings coming up over these next few weeks. Now, we do have an AB in this one, which is 907 AB, and I've just spotted I've got one sat on the side here, and then we have just a few. There's only 11 colours in this one, so I expect it to be quite a quick dekitting. I have 2 boxes for my round diamonds. They are sort of full but not too full, is the way it goes at the moment with these. But let's get the basic diamonds away. So we've got 699 is my first one. But yeah, it was really nice to do this painting. It is only a few colours. It did sort of get done quite quickly because of only being a few colours, but I just love the effect, and that extra little AB sparkle as well was really nice. So 701, bob that one in. I thought we had a slight different shade then. We might do. It might just be that the diamonds are a little bit shinier. It's not as different as I thought it was going to be when I first picked the pot up. I don't know if you can even quite tell if there is a difference. I think it's just more the sheen on the outside. Then 702. Have a few more of those. But yeah, considering this is such a quick dekit, you wouldn't believe that even when I'm filming this, it is only a couple of days before the video is going up. It literally has been sat in my craft room for that long, waiting to be dekitted. Because life just gets busy, does it not? Does anybody else find that their dekitting paintings to dekit stack up at all? Does anybody else, or do you have a rule where you have to dekit before you can kit up another one? That's my normal rule, sort of with large paintings. My normal thing is I need to dekit before I kit up another, and I'm often very good at that. And a lot of the paintings that I actually have in my dekitting list to do are actually Paint Gem minis. So of course I have the June Waffle that needs to be dekitted. This is the only round I've got. But yeah, I have the June Waffle one to dekit, and I've just realised I don't have my bookmark in these ones. So let's bob a green one in here, because after all we're on green. I haven't dekitted around for a while. 904 I need to update my logbook for as well. I actually haven't had this diamond in a round before, so let's keep that one out. Yeah, so while I do have a lot of paintings that need to be dekitted, it's the June Waffle and Paint Gem Minis, and I haven't actually kitted up any more. I haven't kitted up any Paint Gem Minis because, of course, I want the boxes. I have 3 sets of Paint Gem Minis active at any one time, maximum of 3 in my storage that at the moment I only use for Paint Gem Minis. So yeah, I haven't de-kitted them yet, and I haven't kitted up more. The only reason I've actually had one to do is my daughter gave me back one that I de-kitted up for her. Sorry, I kitted up for her. But yeah, I have 3 different sets of Paint Gem Minis to de-kit. So there'll be plenty of de-kitting videos coming up, especially for squares. There'll be loads of those. Right, 3371. But this is the only round that I need to do. But it will feel so nice when they are all done. I'm normally done a lot quicker with de-kitting than I am at the moment. Hence, there'll be quite a few videos coming up. Right, 5200 is actually pretty full. It does have one that doesn't look like a 5200 as well. So I have brought in my spares box that is my giveaway box, which has got a little bit disjointed because I have given away a lot of diamonds recently, and obviously when I brought this in I've not been too careful. But do I have 5200 in here? I actually don't have a bag for 5200. Do I have any normal baggies in here? I don't. I only have my Evermoment bags. Well, that will have to do. I don't have my other baggies here with me, so I'm going to just tip these in. I will put a sticker on them rather than writing on the band, but I tend to write on the band when I'm passing them on to somebody else. But I will need to restock these with my thick baggies that stand up nicely, but they're in the other room. And for anybody that's watched me for a while knows that if I leave this craft room while in the middle of doing a video, I have to spend at least 10 minutes saying hello to Luna before I'm allowed to leave. So I'm just going to work with what I have at the moment on the purposes of getting this de-kitted. Okay, so I've got 2 still sort of to deal with, and then I've got the photo. So first things first, I'm going to update my logbook, of which I now have 3. This is my stash, and these are my last 2 years of completed and my spares. So what I want to find is normal diamonds, not ABs, 904, which is up here. I have it in square. I now have it in round 2. So that is updated. And this just confirms all the diamonds I have, in case it's an easier quick reference if I have a kit, you know, that maybe my maybe runs out of a diamond. I can check in here, and if I've got it, then I can grab my relevant spares box. While I am here, I will check my ABs for 907. I actually don't have that in round, so I'm going to tick that one in round. For my ABs, I actually store them on these book rings, so they're my squares. My rounds Is that my rounds? That's my rounds. There are my round diamonds. So let me just check. I've not got any. These I haven't moved the stickers down on them all yet. But I haven't got 907 in here. So let me grab a bag firstly. I have spare bags too. And get the bag open. Pop pretty AB diamonds in. I have been really enjoying adding AB diamonds to my Paint Gen minis. So I need to find something in round that I can add ABs to. But let me grab, I do have a pack here of DMC numbers. I use blue for my ABs. And then I do have the AB stickers in pink, which are the Diamond Art Club ABs. And I just use them when I'm dekitting a Diamond Art Club, if there is a Diamond Art Club equivalent number. So I'm going to pop that one on the bottom, which is actually easier to see on these bags, and I can't believe I didn't think of it first. It was actually a subscriber that recommended that I did it. So most of them I have moved. I've actually peeled up the stickers and taken the time to peel them up slowly and move them further down so they're at the bottom. I've done it on all of my squares, but I haven't yet done it on all of my rounds. I've sort of done a few, and then new ones that I've added them in the bottom. So I'm going to pop these in here. I like to store my ABs by colour rather than by DMC number, because I'm often adding them into other paintings, so I just like them to be at the bottom. But as you can see, those are much easier to see than these ones at the top. So eventually I will get them all moved over. But that is the diamonds away. I think all the tops of my bottles are pretty clean. I wouldn't say I need a load of Goo Gone. There is just a little bit of a sticker there. Is that a bit of a sticker? Just a little bit, but that's enough for my finger to just rub off the sticky part. So that can go back into my cupboard or my bookcase with a door. These are in the get stored on my bookcase where you can see them because they're pretty. And all my storage, because I have lots of different sizes and clear containers and non-clear containers, they all go in a cupboard where you can't see them because they're not as pretty. So last thing I need to do is pop my picture itself onto black cardstock, and then I can pop that into a display book. I actually still need, this must be nearly a year now, I need a trip to the range. That's what I need to do. I need to go to the range. I want some more foam board, and I also need a new display book for my portrait 30 by 40 paintings. But I do still have some of the card that I put them on. So I'm going to pop this onto the card so it's ready, and then I will get myself a new display book when I finally move myself to the range. But I cut off all the borders. It is sticky, so you do find it might gunk up your stickers a little bit. Goo Gone I use to clean my stickers every now and then as well, when they start getting on my nerves. But I cut it right up to the diamonds, as close to the edge of the picture as possible. Now I have once cut off the edge before I started diamond painting to give that a go, and I must say it drove me up the wall. So I much prefer to cut them afterwards rather than before. I don't know what it was about it, but just cutting them before I actually diamond painted, it just felt wrong. Maybe it's because I've done it this way for so long. It felt a bit alien to me. But I cut off all the strips and then I grabbed myself some double-sided tape, and I just tend to put 3 strips of double-sided tape on the picture. I put a nice long one on the bottom. I just put more of a holding strip in the middle, and then I do a longer one at the top. So I've got 3 strips, and then I pop that away if it doesn't stick to me. And then if I grab a sheet of black card, and this is A3 black card, I just grab this again from the range, and I line up my painting so that I feel as though it is nice and in the sort of middle of the card as much as possible. Then I put my arm on the painting and lift up and peel back the double-sided tape just on the top section to start off with. And this can take a little bit. It does stick to the back of the canvas. It might not be the best, but it does stick. And then I let go and let the weight of the diamonds pop it down in the place I wanted. So now, say it's stuck. I can, if I want to take it off, it will sort of peel off. It might rip the card just a little bit, but it won't rip the canvas because of the material and how thick it is. Then I do the same with the middle, and I just let it drop, and that helps to secure that down. And then I lift up the last part and do the same again. And I find this is the best way to make sure that it's straight and to make sure that the diamond painting is laying down the way it wants to. Drop that down. I'm pretty sure that I did pop this in my logbook last month. I did. I just wanted to check before I put this one away in the cupboard. But this, say, was gifted to me by a subscriber. It was gifted to me by Paulette. I did it in April and actually finished it in May. But I hadn't had a chance to dekit the diamonds. But I'm so happy that is all now done. This can go in a safe place in my folder. I might frame this yet. I'm still a little bit undecided. However, even if I do frame it, what I'm likely to do is either, depending on the size of the frame, either use this as my border in the frame or trim this down and keep the cardstock back for a little bit of extra sturdiness for it to go inside the frame, because I wouldn't want the weight of the diamonds. If there's a gap between the front of the frame and the back, I wouldn't want the diamonds to make it sink. By keeping the cardstock in there, it keeps it nice and flat. But yeah, that is one that is done. Say, feels like forever since I've been able to get round to dekit this one, so it actually makes me really happy that this can now be tidied away and is a completed piece. So thank you so much for joining me. That was a really quick one. Even though we dekitted, we've added an AB, we've updated the logbook, and we've got it ready for the display book. But that is what happens when you only have a few diamonds. Stay tuned for future dekitting videos, because I can assure you they will take longer. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.